Howdy, howdy, y'all. It is New Year's Eve. I'm still recovering from COVID. Y'all, that's been interesting. First time I've had it. So, yeah, I'm tired. And I'm on steroids, and I'm on whatever that other med stuff is they give you. So, yeah. But I'm just tired. And I think the steroids have, starting to take their toll at this point. So, anyway, but I got a package in the mail, so that's always fun. And I ordered some more seeds for the garden for this year. I didn't remember ordering. These must be some free seeds. So let's get through it. We'll be surprised together. So I did order some of these wax beans. These are Sonesta. I don't know what I planted last year, but they were so good. And these are 70 to 80 bush bean. So I'm looking forward to these. I have a few more of the beans from the garden, but not many. I just stocked up on a bunch of canned green beans, unfortunately. But they were on sale, so I'm not sorry about that. But these will be fun to plant. Kyoto red carrot. It's a sweet red type carrot. Silky red carrots have exceptional texture and sweet flavor. Slender roots grow 12 to 18 inches. Must be planted in late summer, fall, winter, not for spring planting. Wow. Very specific. And yes, this was a free gift. So thank you, Baker Creek. I look forward to those. Yeah, I do need to eat lots of carrots for my eyes. So since I've had that eye issue, it said, the doctor specifically said, and they give you a little handout, it says, yeah, sure, you can take the MacuHealth or the eye vitamins, whatever, but they really, 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 really stress getting your vitamins from food, not from supplements. Supplements aren't regulated anyway in the U.S., so and if you look on the FTC website, a lot of times, like some of the popular brands actually, with the initials NW, they've been fined in the past for not having what they say they have in their product. So that's the only regulation that goes on here in the U.S. with supplements. There is no FDA regulation when it comes to supplements. So you never know what you're getting. So yeah, eat your vitamins as much as you can. That's always been my theory anyway, even before this eye health care issue came about. So moving on, we have this Petit Guérin de Rome melon I want to try. It's a small melon, and the reviews on this melon were amazing. Now, you saw we grew those late watermelon last year, and so we're hopeful we can get some melons growing here this year. That was our first attempt, and I knew I'd planted them late and we wouldn't really harvest them, but I was just really curious as to what we could get. And they're compost, so no harm done there. And I think the seeds were given to me in abundance. So yeah, so let's see. These I have 20. It's a fine French variety. It's best quality and is the favorite melon of the French melon expert and author Bruno Defay. Dense 2-pound fruit has orange flesh that is superbly sweet, flavorful, and perfumed. You can't overwater vines. That's interesting. Yeah, so I did read this about these melons. They are drought tolerant. And the other thing that made them a favorite, I believe, was that you can kind of tell when they're ripe. A lot of people complained on a lot of like cantaloupe, stuff like that they couldn't really tell when it was really, really ripe. But from what I understand, these are pretty obvious. I think they get it like a yellowish hue on them. You don't see that here, but I think that was the comment in the Baker Creek comment section of those seeds. These kind of caught my eye. And I think it is Cooksey's Farm, who likes really meaty tomatoes. And look at this. Like, there are some seed pods here, but this looks like a really hearty, meaty tomato. Uluru ochre tomato. And its description is interesting. An earth-toned tomato with otherworldly flavor, especially bred for small space gardeners through the Dwarf Tomato Project, a consortium of seed savers, creating a diverse range of vivid and delicious tomatoes on smaller, compact plants. Now, when I first read Dwarf Tomato Project and small, compact plants, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be like, are these like little weird looking cherry tomatoes? No. There were photos of them. They are full-size plants. But let me tell you, the leaves and the density of the plant itself is pretty incredible. And even though it's for small, compact spaces, this was also described as an indeterminate. So, yeah, we'll give these a shot. They just looked interesting. And the flavor profile described, I think there was also a smoky kind of description on these. I can't quite recall. But yeah, they're supposed to have a totally interesting flavor. Now the next one, I don't know if I got the right thing. So when we were in Puerto Rico, I just uploaded, I guess by the time I post this video, I might post it earlier, we'll see. We were in a restaurant called Commodore in Miramar area of San Juan, and I had a salad that was incredible. It was mixed greens. I think there was like a candied papaya or something like that. So I'm looking at Chris over here. There were some, I don't know that the pecans were candied. They may have been a little bit.
Soft, I remember. They weren't like super hard.
Yeah, they were nice. And tomato, avocado, and I'm sure I'm missing some things. However, it had these peppers that look like this. And the woman told me they were called teardrop. So then when I came home and looked at them, I found these. Now, what was interesting is when I put in teardrop peppers to do a Google search, these came up as well as something called sweet drops. Now, the pepper that I had, and they're tiny, but when I bit into it, I thought at first, I'm like, oh boy, this is going to be hot. This is going to be really, really hot. And then no, like just as you thought it was going to get hot, it turned sweet and earthy, right? It was just really incredible kind of smoky, earthy flavor to it. And that's what this says. It says bright red 1-inch pods taper to a point, has distinctive smoky flavor and a rich fruitiness. Now, now I'm going to refer back to Cooksey's Farms again, because she said she had planted these and they were too hot for her. But when I was looking these up, they had a Scoville between, I think it was 500 and 1,000. It wasn't much. It wasn't much, which would kind of relate to what I had in San Juan. So now there is the teardrop pepper, and I think that had a higher Scoville rating. But I think I also saw where these could go up to 2,000. I think a 2,000 is a jalapeno, so it's not that bad, really. And like I said, the flavor, the initial bite was hot. Like you're like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? And then it kind of vanished. It was amazing. It was very interesting. So I'm looking forward to this. And I told Cooksey's Farms, I said, well, if they are too spicy, what I'll do, I'll just pickle them and then kind of make a relish out of them maybe, and mix them with cream cheese, and then maybe, serve that with a fruit. So you can put cracker, the smoky, peppery, pickled cream cheese, and then a little piece of fruit that's sweet and hot, balance of flavor along with the cream cheese, and that should mellow everything out nicely. So regardless, I think these are going to be really good. So I'm looking forward to growing these, and I hope it's what we had in San Juan. If not, I can always give those teardrops a try next year, but I'm going to try these first. Now, moving on to the last thing I have is, I've heard a lot about this plant, the holy basil, from, I first heard about it from Brie from Scratch. Used to be Art and Brie from Scratch. There's something else now, and I need to look them up because I haven't seen any videos posted, but they were supposed to be changing their name yet again, now that their family is back together. But this one says, revered for its spiritual and traditional medicinal purposes in India and Hinduism. It's often brewed into a calming tea. This plant is also highly valued for its essential role in curries, stir fry, and other Thai dishes. We love Thai here. And this is supposed to have some calming effects, which I don't know that I need calming effects, except maybe now because I'm on steroids, it'd be really nice to have. But yeah, so I'm interested in this, and I don't know if it's I've had a lot of different basils from the farmer's market, and I don't know that it is that I've had this basil. So it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to trying this. And I hear it just smells good and everything. So I think Brie likes to put it in bouquets and stuff like that as well. So the other thing that Baker Creek sent me was they have a Pioneer Garden village, and farm. So they have an invitation to go visit them. They are in Mansfield, Missouri. And I pulled up their location on Google Map right after I placed this order, I believe. And it looks like a really cute property. They have their seed store, farm-to-table restaurant, rare and historic plants and animals, gardens and greenhouses, as well as festivals. So that would be a fun trip, maybe in the future.
Missouri's a nice state. I've been there.
Yeah, Missouri is really nice. So that might be an option. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to this gardening season. I just did a short. I'm processing my sweet potatoes. They've cured for, I don't know, a couple months or so. And where I cure them, I have a large stainless steel rack that I cure them on, and I It's also where I keep my gardening stuff. But it's time to start doing my seedlings for the summer garden, spring summer garden. So I needed to clear off that space, and I decided just to, we'll probably have some of those sweet potato, the smaller ones tonight with dinner. And then I think I'm going to I've boiled them, but not, I boiled them whole so I can get the skin off easily. And then I'm just going to slice them and put them into bags to freeze them for later dishes where I can mash them or just leave them in the little rounds and roast them a bit. What I did today with the smaller ones I had was I have some sugar-free maple syrup, so I put that on there and some butter. I'll put some salt and pepper on there, and I'll just roast those tonight for a dinner and / dessert. So, yeah. But I'm really, really, really looking forward to this growing season. And I'm really actually needing to get out and check the winter garden out today because we had a lot of rain. We still need to do a lot of thinning out there. I may pick some greens to saute with the little garlic tonight. We're having crab and a little champagne to bring in the new year, and that's about it. So I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Now that we're kind of back to our regularly scheduled content and vacation time is over, we're going to get things going here. So y'all take care, and we'll see you later. Love y'all. Bye.